Hi there, I'm Colin. I used to eat out at restaurants a lot. Now, like most people, I'm stuck at home cooking all the time. I think I'm getting better at it.
I forgot my salt.
But I've still got a lot to learn. Each episode, I'll pick a dish I've never made before and do my best to create something edible. Is this a cooking show? I'll leave it up to you to decide. Welcome to the Noob Gourmet.
What's up, guys? It's Wednesday night. You know what that means. I'm cooking for myself, and tonight we're gonna make poached cod. So I have some cod. Figured I wanted a simple recipe, easy to cook. Why not poach it? What does poaching it mean? It means cooking it in hot water. So supposedly for delicate food like cod, you're supposed to do that. I don't know, we're about to find out. So we got 2 quarts of water on the stove. Need salt, garlic, olive oil, bay leaves. That's it, a little bit of lemon for garnish. First thing I'm gonna do is get my knife, which I forgot. So we're gonna crush the garlic. All right, crushing the garlic, simple. Flat of the hand, knife, boom. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm gonna throw this in the water. I'm gonna turn the stove on because we're gonna bring this to a high boil. Throw the bay leaves in. We got 1 tablespoon of olive oil, put a little extra in there. So you can see that's in the pot, so we're gonna bring that to a boil. Now what I'm gonna do, this is a 2-part recipe. One of them is optional, which is to also take the same water that we cooked the fish in and cook some potatoes. So I'm gonna cut these potatoes up. I'm actually gonna do beans, some green beans. It's not in the recipe, I'm going off script. And do some green beans in the water before the potatoes. But we're gonna cut the potatoes up for now also, just to have them ready, because this is basically just going to be throwing 3 different things into the same pot of water. All right, I'm gonna put the lid on this so it boils a little faster. Cool, got my potatoes cut. Got my beans ready. So now we just wait. Now I've been boiling the bouillon, which is French for short broth. So now I'm gonna take the fish and put it in. So we got 3 pieces, goes in the broth. About 9-ish ounces because I'm 1 person. So now we're gonna reduce it to a simmer, which it says should take a few minutes to begin with in the recipe. We're gonna bring it down from a boil, although it's sort of brought itself down from a boil because the temperature of the fish when it went in was a little cold. 2 to 3 minutes, so we'll just put 2 minutes on the timer. Problem is, I don't know how done it's supposed to be. So it said 2 minutes, it says it should be translucent in the middle, which I can't see because I can't look in the middle of the fish because it's cooking in a pot of boiling water. So whatever, man. Taking them out. They look poached, I guess. I don't look kind of falling apart. So that's not the prettiest. Ooh, that's not pretty at all, actually. That looks pretty nasty. So now I'm gonna bring it back up to a boil. Now it's time for my beans. So we got our fish here. I'll cover that in a sec with some foil. Just gonna drop my beans in. Do these for about 4 minutes to get them tender. Then I'll shock them, which you'll see when we come back and I've magically materialized a bowl full of ice. So we got our fish there. We're gonna rest the fish. Hopefully it just looks gross visually, but hopefully it tastes good. I'm gonna grab them, put them straight into the cold water to shock them and keep them nice and green looking. So now we're gonna get the potatoes going. These are gonna take a while, but we're gonna put those in. These, the recipe says, take 15 minutes, and these are supposed to be saffron potatoes, but we don't have saffron money, and also they were out of it at the grocery store, and also it was $20 for a tiny little thing of saffron. So you know what we got? Turmeric. Hell yeah. Make them nice and orange. Make them look like saffron potatoes, even though they're not. I've switched to a sparkling rosé cava because, you know, we're celebrating. So I'm just gonna pull the potatoes out and just put them in a strainer. They are nice and orange, yellow, whatever. So we're gonna put these in the strainer, let them cool off a little bit, and we're gonna plate it up. Let's give it a taste. Okay. I think I overcooked it.
That was what I was gonna say. I think it was just overcooked. I don't think it's bad. I think there's flavor.
Potatoes are good. Just tastes like potatoes. And it tastes like boiled fish with boiled potatoes and beans. I don't know if this is the way the French peasantry intended it when they came up with this cooking method, but if I had to do it again, I would add a little bit more flavor.
Bland, overcooked fish? Well, at least it looks decent in pictures. That's all I got, so let's do a quick recap. What would I say are problems with this recipe? 2 quarts, it's a lot of water for 3 small pieces of fish. Secondly, thickness of the fish does matter. I overcooked my fish because it was thin and the pieces were small. Thirdly, cod doesn't really have very much flavor. There's a reason everybody turns cod into fish and chips or puts sauce on it. In conclusion, making court bouillon for the first time was fun and interesting, and I thought it had some potential, but I didn't do it correctly. What else is new? Thanks for watching, and see you next time.